I'm Angeline Ong, and welcome to your look ahead to Friday, the 1st of March. So before we get to that, let's just show you the reaction to that PCE figure out of the US, bang in line with expectations. But our IG chief market analyst Chris Beecham said the US inflation via PCE was hotter than expected in January in monthly terms, and that it's not yet obvious that the disinflation trend is threatened. Core PCE, the Fed's preferred inflation metric, continued, he said, to ease in year-on-year terms, dipping to 2.8% and narrowing the gap versus the Fed's 2% target rate. Now, we start the session on Friday with Japan unemployment rate numbers. The expectations for January, 2.4%. Just showing you the US dollar versus the yen there. We have seen quite a downtrend there, and there is a downward wedge forming, if I can draw that for you. Quite an interesting line here, if I can get my lines to work for you. It's a descending triangle, as you can see there. What is also key will be consumer confidence numbers for February. Now, the dollar, of course, is in focus because that PCE number, many market watchers now repricing their Fed expectations for the first cut. The other key thing that we're looking out for on Friday is the manufacturing and services PMI number and the Caixin manufacturing PMIs out of China. And later on in the session, the next big thing comes out of the Eurozone. We've got the consumer price index expectations there for February, 2.5% year on year. And we're also expecting unemployment rate figures out of the Eurozone. Market Watch is also pricing in perhaps the first cut for ECB rates in June. But that, of course, depends on what the Fed does. And from the US, look out for the ISM Services PMI and the Baker Hughes oil rig count. Just showing you the chart for US crude. There is a base forming there, as you can see over here. But what is key is to also watch what happens to that upward trend line. For more analysis on whether or not we're going to see further upside for crude, do look out for Sean Morrison's analysis on @IG.com. And that's your latest look ahead to Friday, the 1st of March. I'm Angeline Ong, and this is IGTV.